Have you ever wondered about the forces shaping our world? The ones influencing the price of your coffee, the technology you use, even the future of your job? These forces aren't always obvious. They often operate behind the scenes, driven by powerful organizations with global reach. These organizations impact our lives in profound ways, whether we realize it or not. It's time to pull back the curtain and understand how these global players operate. Let's explore one such organization, the World Economic Forum, and its influence on the world stage. We live in a world interconnected by trade, technology, and shared challenges. Understanding the entities that navigate this complex landscape is crucial for informed citizenship in the 21st century. By shedding light on the World Economic Forum, we can begin to grasp its impact on the global economy, policy decisions, and ultimately, your future. In an era of information overload, it's easy to feel lost in a sea of headlines and soundbites. Global organizations often appear as distant entities, their actions shrouded in jargon and complexity. But the truth is, their decisions have tangible consequences for everyone. The World Economic Forum, often referred to as the WEF, is one such organization. To navigate the complexities of our world, it's essential to move beyond simplistic narratives. We need to understand the motivations, mechanisms, and agendas of organizations like the WEF. This understanding empowers us to engage in informed discussions, question assumptions, and hold powerful actors accountable. Every year, nestled in the Swiss Alps, a small town transforms into a global power center. Davos, Switzerland, becomes the temporary home of the World Economic Forum's annual meeting. Here, world leaders, business titans, and influential thinkers converge. The imagery of Davos, with its exclusive guest list and high-level discussions, often sparks both curiosity and skepticism. What happens behind closed doors? Who gets a seat at the table? And how do these gatherings shape the course of global affairs? The World Economic Forum, or WEF, is more than just an annual gathering in Davos. Founded in 1971 by Klaus Schwab, it emerged to rebuild trust and foster dialogue between Europe and America. Schwab envisioned a platform for leaders to share ideas and find common ground. Renamed the World Economic Forum in 1987, it reflects its global ambition. The WEF aims to tackle global challenges through multi-stakeholder collaboration. Public and private sectors unite. The WEF believes in the power of public-private partnerships. Governments alone cannot solve the world's most pressing problems. Effective solutions require collaboration between governments, businesses, and civil society. The WEF acts as a facilitator for these collaborations. It provides a neutral platform for dialogue and relationship building. The WEF also conducts research and develops policy recommendations. The Davos Dialogue Shaping Global Agendas. The annual meeting in Davos is the WEF's most visible event. Each January, over 2,500 leaders discuss global challenges and solutions. Participants include heads of state, CEOs, Nobel laureates, and influential figures. The Davos meeting is synonymous with high-level discussions on globalization and technology. It serves as a platform for launching initiatives and shaping global agendas. Beyond the mountains, the WEF's global reach. While the annual meeting in Davos is the WEF's most prominent event, its work extends far beyond the Swiss Alps. The WEF has a global presence, with offices on every continent and a network of experts worldwide. Throughout the year, the WEF organizes regional meetings, summits, and workshops. These events bring together leaders to address shared challenges and explore collaboration. For instance, the WEF hosts an annual meeting in China focused on its economic outlook. The WEF produces research, reports, and white papers on global issues. These publications provide insights, analyze challenges, and propose policy recommendations. The WEF's research covers topics like the future of work, climate change, and global governance. The WEF shapes global policy debates through its engagement with international organizations and governments. It collaborates with UN agencies on sustainable development, climate change, and humanitarian assistance. By operating at the intersection of business, government, and civil society, the WEF is a significant player on the global stage. Its ability to convene powerful individuals and drive initiatives shapes the future of our world. The World Economic Forum convenes a diverse group of stakeholders, but its membership reads like a who's who of the global elite. Imagine a room filled with Fortune 500 CEOs, heads of state, Nobel laureates, and media moguls. This is the kind of company you'll find at a WEF gathering. Membership is by invitation only, based on influence and achievements. Critics argue this concentration of power reinforces inequalities. The WEF maintains that engaging with those who hold power is necessary to drive meaningful change. While the WEF's membership includes many business leaders, it's not just a club for CEOs. The WEF seeks input from diverse perspectives. It invites individuals from academia, civil society, and the arts. Academics, including economists and social scientists, contribute their expertise. They help shape the WEF's policy recommendations. Civil society organizations also play a crucial role. Their grassroots perspectives are vital. The WEF aims for a more inclusive dialogue on global issues. This shift towards diversity is a positive step, recognizing that the challenges of tomorrow will require innovative solutions from the leaders of today and tomorrow. The WEF places a strong emphasis on engaging young people and fostering entrepreneurship. The Young Global Leaders Forum identifies exceptional individuals under 40 making a significant impact. The Global Shapers community empowers young people aged 20 to 30 to become agents of change. Organized into local hubs, they tackle issues like climate change and education. The WEF promotes entrepreneurship as a key driver of economic growth and social progress. By investing in young people and entrepreneurs, the WEF aims to harness their energy and creativity. The power of the platform, amplifying ideas and setting agendas. The World Economic Forum shapes narratives and sets global agendas. Its annual meeting in Davos amplifies ideas. When leaders speak at Davos, the world listens. Themes discussed influence policy, media, and public opinion. WEF's research shapes discourse on key issues. It fosters consensus among leaders from various sectors. Focus on climate change has spurred global action. Yet, its influence is not without critics. Concerns about transparency and representation persist. Weaving a web of influence, public-private partnerships, and global networks. Beyond agenda setting, the WEF exerts influence through its extensive network of public-private partnerships and global initiatives. The organization acts as a facilitator and convener, bringing together stakeholders from different sectors to collaborate on addressing shared challenges. These collaborations often take the form of task forces, working groups, and multi-stakeholder initiatives focused on specific issues. For example, the WEF has been instrumental in launching initiatives on global health, sustainable development, and cybersecurity, mobilizing resources and expertise from both the public and private sectors. The organization's Global Health Security Initiative, for instance, brings together governments, businesses, and health organizations to strengthen pandemic preparedness and response capabilities. These partnerships and initiatives allow the WEF to extend its reach beyond its membership base, leveraging the resources and expertise of a wider network of actors. By working through these collaborative structures, the WEF amplifies its impact and increases the likelihood of its recommendations being translated into concrete action. However, the WEF's reliance on public-private partnerships also raises concerns about accountability and transparency. Critics argue that these partnerships can blur the lines between public and private interests, potentially giving undue influence to corporations and undermining democratic processes. Ensuring that these collaborations serve the broader public good rather than narrow corporate interests remains a key challenge for the WEF. The Fourth Industrial Revolution steering technological advancement. The World Economic Forum has increasingly focused on the transformative potential and challenges posed by the Fourth Industrial Revolution, characterized by rapid advancements in artificial intelligence, robotics, and biotechnology. The WEF sees this technological revolution as both an opportunity and a threat, emphasizing the need to shape its trajectory in a way that benefits humanity. Through its Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution, the WEF convenes experts, policymakers, and industry leaders to discuss the ethical, economic, and societal implications of these technological advancements. The goal is to develop guidelines, frameworks, and best practices for harnessing the power of these technologies while mitigating their potential risks. The WEF's focus on the fourth industrial revolution reflects its forward-looking approach and its recognition of the profound impact technology is having on the world. By engaging with key stakeholders in this space, the WEF seeks to influence the development and deployment of new technologies in a way that aligns with its vision of a more sustainable, equitable, and inclusive future. However, concerns remain about the concentration of power within the tech industry and the potential for these technologies to exacerbate existing inequalities. The WEF's efforts to shape the fourth industrial revolution must prioritize inclusivity and ensure that the benefits of technological advancement are shared broadly, rather than accruing to a select few. Beyond persuasion, the limits of soft power. Despite its influence, it's important to recognize the limits of the World Economic Forum's power. The organization operates primarily through soft power persuasion, agenda setting, and network building, rather than through coercive means. It has no formal authority to enforce its recommendations or compel its members to act. The World Economic Forum's effectiveness ultimately relies on its ability to convince its stakeholders that its vision for the future is in their best interest. This requires navigating complex power dynamics, balancing competing interests, and building consensus among actors with diverse perspectives and priorities. Moreover, the World Economic Forum's influence is often exercised indirectly and over the long term. Its impact may not always be immediately visible or easily measurable. The true test of the World Economic Forum's power lies in its ability to translate its ideas and initiatives into concrete actions that lead to meaningful change on the ground. Despite these limitations, the World Economic Forum remains a significant player on the global stage. Its ability to convene powerful actors, shape agendas, and foster collaboration makes it a force to be reckoned with in shaping the future of our world. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, understanding the World Economic Forum's role and influence is crucial for informed citizenship and meaningful engagement in global affairs. Unveiling the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. At the heart of the World Economic Forum's vision for 2030 lies a commitment to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Adopted by world leaders in 2015, the 17 SDGs represent a bold and ambitious plan for a sustainable future. These goals encompass issues from ending poverty to ensuring access to clean water and quality education. They also address the urgent need to combat climate change and promote inclusive societies. Partnerships for progress, mobilizing governments, businesses, and civil society. The World Economic Forum recognizes that governments alone cannot achieve the ambitious targets set out in the 2030 Agenda. It argues that success requires a multi-stakeholder approach, bringing together the resources, expertise, and influence of governments, businesses, and civil society organizations. The WEF sees itself as a catalyst for these partnerships, facilitating dialogue, fostering collaboration, and mobilizing action. The WEF engages with governments, encouraging them to adopt policies that promote sustainable development, invest in green technologies, and create an enabling environment for businesses to contribute to the Sustainable Development Goals. The organization also works with businesses, urging them to embrace sustainability as a core business principle, adopt responsible supply chains, and invest in innovations that address social and environmental challenges. Recognizing the crucial role of civil society in holding stakeholders accountable and driving grassroots action, the WEF actively engages with NGOs, advocacy groups, and community organizations. These partnerships allow the WEF to tap into a diverse range of perspectives, leverage local knowledge, and ensure that its initiatives are grounded in the realities of communities around the world. The WEF's emphasis on multi-stakeholder partnerships reflects its belief that achieving the SDGs requires a collective effort. By bringing together actors with different strengths and perspectives, the WEF aims to create a powerful force for change that can drive progress towards a more sustainable and equitable future. From aspiration to action, turning high-level goals into tangible results. While the Sustainable Development Goals provide a compelling vision for a better future, translating these high-level aspirations into concrete actions remains a significant challenge. The WEF recognizes the need to move beyond rhetoric towards practical solutions. To this end, the WEF has developed initiatives aimed at accelerating progress towards the SDGs. These initiatives leverage its convening power, network of experts, and ability to mobilize resources. For example, the WEF's platform for shaping the future of global public goods focuses on addressing global challenges. The platform brings together stakeholders to develop innovative solutions and advocate for policy changes. Navigating the path ahead, challenges and opportunities on the road to 2030. As the world moves closer to the 2030 deadline for achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, the WEF acknowledges the significant challenges that lie ahead. Progress towards the SDGs has been uneven, with some goals lagging behind, and the COVID-19 pandemic exacerbating existing inequalities and hindering development efforts. The WEF identifies several key challenges, including the persistent gap between rich and poor countries, the growing threat of climate change, the rapid pace of technological disruption, and the rise of geopolitical tensions. These challenges threaten to derail progress towards the SDGs and require urgent and coordinated action. However, the WEF also sees opportunities for accelerating progress in the years ahead. The organization highlights the potential of technological innovation, particularly in areas such as renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and healthcare, to drive positive change. The WEF also emphasizes the importance of empowering young people, fostering entrepreneurship, and promoting gender equality as key drivers of sustainable development. The WEF recognizes that achieving the SDGs by 2030 will require a renewed sense of urgency, a commitment to collaboration, and a willingness to embrace innovative solutions. The organization remains optimistic that by working together we can overcome these challenges and create a more sustainable, equitable, and prosperous future for all. Shaping the future, together. We've explored the World Economic Forum's origins, influence, and agenda for 2030. This organization has evolved into a powerful force on the global stage. Its impact on technology and climate change is undeniable, but understanding its role is just the first step. The WEF sparks debate, seen as both a catalyst for change and a subject of criticism. The future shaped by the WEF is not predetermined. We all have a role in shaping it. Engage critically, demand transparency, and hold members accountable. Your voice and engagement matter. Like and subscribe to Express Econ Geofinance Insights. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below.